Alright guys, hello, welcome to some late night BlinkDOTA action in the scrub tier. We got Yange and Sasha 2.0 going up against Raptor Attack UK. I'm Zambrella, joined by Azrael once again. You alright, dude?
Oh, I'm great, thanks very much, man. How are you doing?
Yeah, good. So I'll let you say, who's the Meepo picker? You were just mentioned.
So apparently Imge, I'm not sure how you're supposed to pronounce that. So his most played hero by a long way is Meepo. So I'm
Ooh.
super excited about this Meepo pick. Like particularly with a 2K MMR player, I think this will be pretty next level.
I think this could be a pretty even game as well in terms of.
I think these are like the 4th and 5th in the scrub. Looking at the history, right? Well, that might be a bit early to say, but it looks like it could be that way.
Bottom half is probably the best place to put them. I think they're all averaging between 2 and a 2.5k party MMR.
Yeah, it should be good. Should be good.
Also, I just want to point out before we get into the draft, Yange and Sasha, I think it was Yange and Sasha, the last game they had someone who just abandoned the game near the end and is now no longer part of their team, so...
I believe actually, haven't they changed their name? Was that not the talk going on?
I don't know, maybe.
Pre-game chat. Just something quite rude about the guy who abandoned, which I thought was quite fitting. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully the stand-in or whatever is going to do a good job.
I have a feeling it's Ewing.
That name is not made to be pronounced. I don't know what he was thinking with that one.
Either way, that guy. But anyway, straight into the draft. Faceless Void was first pick for Yange and Sasha, but Raptor Attack UK take away the Witch Doctor by picking it themselves and open up with the Bane as well. So 2 supports picked up straight away, and then Yange and Sasha go with the Shadow Shaman.
Yeah, the Shadow Shaman's a bit interesting. Witch Doctor, Bane are both strong picks, certainly with the Void out. But Shadow Shaman's maybe more tier 2. But if they combo it up with something that can take advantage in lane, maybe that Ursa that can be quite popular, certainly at lower levels, then that could be really strong. So we'll have to see. Or maybe they go for a push lineup with a Luna later on.
Yeah, you've got to remember, the Serpent Wards cannot be played... Well, they can be placed inside the Chronosphere, they just won't do anything.
Yeah, it's the same. It's a bit easier with the Witch Doctor ulti, obviously, to move that around. You're almost guaranteed to get half your Serpent Wards in that Chrono, so that's quite a tough play to get that going.
But well into the bans of the second phase. Darkseer Slark banned out by Yange and Sasha. I guess Slark gets a nice setup with the Bane, the Pounce. And Darkseer is just a pretty damn strong hero. Silencer banned out by Raptor Attack UK. Makes me think they're probably going to go for lots of team fight. It's great against the Witch Doctor and the Bane, both of which have channeled ultimates.
That can be really strong. I think a Silencer, though, if you don't play him as a core, it can be difficult. And with 2 really squishy heroes already out on the... Oh, I suppose no. Sorry, I'm wrong there. Yeah, they could play the Silencer. Silencer mid, maybe, they could have done.
I think Silencer's position 4 is fine. I feel like you're wasting some of his potential, but I think it's okay.
The Slark, I certainly think, is a really strong carry right now. He does a lot. So if he gets away, he can be one of the top late game carries.
Oh yes. Right on to the final ban for Raptor Attack UK. They don't want that sort of AoE stun, the Ravage cancelling once again the Bane and the Witch Doctor's ultimates. So it looks like they're playing quite strongly around these 2 support heroes. And then they pick up the Zeus as well for that, extra bit, a lot of I say extra bit, it's a lot of magic damage.
Yeah, obviously the Witch Doctor puts down a lot of physical damage with his ulti, if he can get it off. But they're quite squishy now. I'd be a little bit worried. They need to pick something really beefy to go in the offlane, I think, to get away with this. Otherwise they're going to die quite quickly.
Especially to that Crystal Maiden, the Freezing Field even. Couple that up with the Faceless Void. Gonna go with the Slark.
Yeah, exactly. If 4-man chrono with that freezing field going down, I think everyone just dies.
Definitely. But Slardar's fairly tanky. I guess he's a strength hero. I actually think the amp damage is really nice against the Crystal Maiden, who pretty much always goes for a Glimmer Cape.
That's true. It is good against Crystal Maiden. She doesn't have much base armor or agility gain either, so
no.
she will die very quickly. The only issue is I don't know if it combos very well with the Bane or the Zeus, because obviously they're not doing much in the way of right-click damage.
I guess it boosts Witch Doctor though, which is nice.
That's true. That's true. If he gets 5 amp damage, like, if he amp damages most of the team and throws down that Death Ward, they will die very quickly. None of the dire heroes so far are particularly tanky either. I mean, the Void has the Time Walk, but he has quite a low health pool. The Shadow Shaman's notoriously squishy, and the Crystal Maiden's even worse. So if a Slardar gets on top of them, that could be a very quick team fight.
What did you say? Someone's shouting out to you in the chat. You should read it. It's funny.
That's the captain for my team. He's my only fan. I'm quite pleased that he's watching.
You're my fan. You're my fan. I'm your fan too.
Oh, thanks, dude. I've got 2 now. I'll call my mum and let her know.
You should go professional.
I'm basically there, right? Maybe 3 would be the 3 would be the number to go pro with. So I'll have to wait on that. They're taking a long time about this 4th pick. I wonder what they're thinking.
Okay,
We've got a mid and a carry to come, right?
Mid and a carry. We're gonna go with the mid TA, who does work very well against the Zeus, or at least survives a lot better than a lot of mid heroes, just because of the refraction.
Absolutely, I think that's the hardest, one of the hardest carries in lane, counters in lane to the Zeus. Does really well, and then it's obviously gonna just lay waste to the Witch Doctor, Bane, and Zeus later on as well with that massive physical damage she can put out.
Yeah, I mean, she has to worry about the Fiend script. If she gets a BKB, she can just jump on the back lines and pick off that Witch Doctor and the Bane really quickly.
That's true. They don't have the Witch Doctor role isn't too bad at dealing with the TA, but otherwise they don't have any dot damage against her yet. So it might be interesting to see if they try and play a Venom Monster or a Viper to try and get away from that. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think either of those would be great for either team. There's both teams looking for carries and ban out the PL and the Sven.
Morphling.
Ooh, Morphling.
Okay.
That's a bold pick. But I think it could work out really here. Very maneuverable. They don't have, apart from the shackles. I guess they got decent lockdown, but
that's a lot of magical damage coming out right there. They're going to need BKBs up. He can easily. There we go. The Meepo pick. Yes.
Excellent.
I'm extremely happy right now. They don't have any counters to the Meepo. I don't know if they did the quick scout through the Dota buffs. They might have seen that one coming and left themselves with an option. But if he can play the Meepo, then this could be huge. He's obviously not going to go mid with it though, I guess. Which is what you normally see, right?
Yeah, mid or carry. I think you can get away with going carry quite easily, especially if you just got the one support like the Shadow Shaman, and the Crystal Maiden can then go jungle.
Yeah, that could be really good. Obviously, I was saying earlier, the Shaman's lockdown in lane being strong, and the Meepo can put out a lot of magical damage. Doesn't have to worry about trying to hit those nets if the opponent's being held in place with the shackles or the hex. So that could be very easy kills in lane.
Anyway, shall we quickly introduce who's playing what? So on the Radiant side, Raptor Attack UK. We got Luxottican playing the Zeus, Gary Saurus on the Morphling. I'm just gonna call him. Is that Zippo? Yeah, he's Zippo. Zippo now. On the Bane, straight out of Compton on the Slardar, and Lamacorn on the Witch Doctor. I'd like to
so on the
dire.
Sure, on the dire we've got Simone, who I think you had on a stream actually earlier, playing the mid TA.
Yeah, I know Simone.
Lot of pool tangos. Should be good. We've got a Gabriel Angelos playing the Shadow Shaman top. We've got I have no idea what that name is. I think it's supposed to be Flash. Yeah, playing the Crystal Maiden. We have Rex, who's going top on the Void. I don't know if this is just a play for the level 1 ward. And Yu Imge is playing potentially bot on the Meepo. So I don't know if this is an offlane
Like a
meepo,
top
which should
lane.
be...
They smoked up. They're looking for a
Interesting.
pick-off if they can find it. Morphling hasn't leveled anything, but the cast is going to bounce between the three heroes. The Time Walk is going to backtrack a lot of the damage, but Shadow Shaman, he's only got the shackles. There's nothing he can do. Luxottigan gets the first blood, and TA's going to have to run herself away. Already got a couple of bottled stick charges now, but they could try and cut her off here. Sladar's got the Slithering Crush, but I think TA's going to be fine as she walks away.
She might be running the wrong way, though. If they... No, the Witch Doctor's gone back. Ooh,
Oh wait, she's
I
the
don't
dark
know.
side. What is she doing? She's gonna try and juke it out, hide out for now. She could eat a tango. They're gonna see it. They're gonna see the pings come out. That was a nice play. They're gonna brain sap, dodged with the refraction. Now the car's coming through. Can they get in range for the Slithering Crush? I don't think they can. I'm gonna have to see. Oh, if only Zeus could get some body blocks in. They're gonna need to get the body blocks in, but she's gonna continue walking away. If only Morphling had gone for the body blocks, they might have been able to find this kill. I mean, maybe they still can. Refraction charges up in one more second.
Refraction's
She's
up.
gonna
I think
put
she's
them up.
away.
Yeah, she should be okay. Slala's not gonna be able to catch up with her. Brain sap, dude. Refraction charges.
Well, TA is unkillable. We now know.
Oh,
that was some impressive jukes. I might put that in my highlight reel. That was fantastic. And all this while, the offlane Meepo is getting free farm. It's going to be a long time before the Slardar gets down to deal with him. He could be level 3 by that point. He's actually going to be a handful there. And they're aggro tri-laning top as well, which is interesting.
Well, this Smony brought himself out of South. Top level plays there. I think in some of the other games you might have seen the mid laner just try and hold out until that bottle or use the tangos, but brought himself a South.
It's a little tough.
Got him help.
He got quite greedy with... Well, he didn't have as much spare gold as he'd have liked, I think. He would have been waiting for a good couple of minutes, and the Zeus could probably have spammed him down with the chain lightning.
Yep. So bottom lane's got the Meepo going up against the Slardar as an aggro tri-lanes comes out from Raptor Attack UK. Bane, Morphling, and Witch Doctor. But they're up against the Shadow Shaman, Crystal Maiden, and Faceless Void. I mean, this is a pretty good aggro tri-lane. There's no doubt about it. They've got Witch Doctor with the stuns. Bane is really good at harassing level 1. 60 base damage, 310 move speed without boots. And the Brain Sap's so good at trading. 180 HP exchange for 70 mana at level 1. It's kind of ridiculous if you think about it.
Yeah, it's a very good harassment spell. I mean, I'd like to see this Crystal Maiden just going and getting a couple of levels in the jungle. She went and got that Arcane up or up to maybe level 2, they're going to have no trouble.
Yeah, I mean,
They can spam out the Ether Shock, and they'll have a lot of ways of dealing with these guys, I think.
you can kill one big creep with the Frostbite and that'll get to level 2. Probably what
Yeah,
you should do.
absolutely. Yeah, I actually had I had a coaching video done by Purge where I played Crystal Maiden, so
Oh,
I know
nice.
all about how to jungle. He was not complimentary about my Crystal Maiden skills, unfortunately, but I do know now how to jungle Crystal Maiden. That was quite fun. How's the Meepo doing? He has a lot of regen.
Wait,
And he's got-
Oh, there's pause because I forgot to do it before the game.
I won't forget this.
Okay, done. I'd like to go back to that earlier. The Smony running himself away. I think just a
Sure.
bit of advice. It would have been good if you could get the body blocks in. That's the sort of thing you have to do. Knowing that your Slarlar's got stun me on top lane, Bane does go down. Take a lot of damage in his Faceless Void. Maledict on him.
They can't really kill him very easily either. Without the Nightmare, do they have the Nightmare up? No, so he's still level 1 on the Bane. So without the Nightmare, they really have no way of holding that Void in place. Just the cask isn't really enough, I think. And I'd be surprised if the Morphling won't take Adaptive Strike till level 10. I think that's pretty standard anyway. So they're actually gonna have difficulty pinning this Void down. I mean, I'd be tempted to leave him on his own actually, or at least send one of these supports down bot, because Meepo double poofs could easily kill this Slardar, I think.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why he came up here either. I don't know whether he got forced back and then decided to come top just to see if they can find a kill, but be able to.
I thought the usual play. I don't know. I haven't seen enough Meepo plays maybe to be sure. I thought you normally sent one back, beat the other guy, guy back to you and switched. But maybe it's different. Maybe the meta's slightly different at 2K. I'm not sure.
Yeah, inevitably, but he's done the right thing now. He sent one of them back to heal and poofed it in. Probably feeling fairly confident as TA is going to try and run up, try and catch to the Zeus. Zeus does have the fact they both got be able to just run him down with pure speed. Needs to wait until level 6. Be able to get those sonic traps down with the move speed slow.
He just needs to build up a little bit of lane advantage. He's doing okay. He's ahead on last hits nicely. His build looks good. If he gets, he's got 6 now, and I think he could actually start getting up in the Zeus's face. The Zeus is still only level 5, so has limited ability to kind of fight back really against the TA.
You can always bait him in by not using your refraction charges, get a little bit low. He's like, "Ooh, maybe I can get a kill. I'm level 6." Then you just pop the refraction charges up because he's not going to stun you.
Yeah, absolutely. Then he wastes the Thunder God's Wrath. Easy kills. I think this Void is going Midas. This could be a kill, actually.
Oh, they're going to be able to find the kill. Morphling waveforms forward. Waveform? Waveform forward.
It is waveform, yeah.
Okay, well, they're going to lock him down,
this
though.
Could
More
be a return, though.
But he's too tanky.
Yeah, Morph can be a pain in lane, but he's quite low on mana, so another one of those maybe be enough.
Jumps away. As we do see a Meepo in this top lane, just one Meepo sticking it about. He could be waiting to see if they can make a jump on someone. I don't think they have eyes on him just yet. He's gone into the trees, so maybe you just think it's still 3 heroes in this top lane.
I mean, that's quite a good way of making use of your second Meepo. Obviously, you can get straight in without even having to use a TP scroll if there's an opportunity. So maybe this will pay out. Bring in that heavy magic damage.
You'd be better off just jungling with it, or at least just crushing Slardar in the lane. I don't know whether Meepo does quite crush Slardar, but I feel like you should win, right?
Probably. I think Slardar's really good on single target, certainly early, but not really very good at spread damage.
I guess now he's level 6, he probably can. It'll be hard to harass
him. The amp damage is going to make it really difficult on Meepo. I mean, he's on -3 armor right now. If he gets a crush into bash, he's going to be nearly dead.
This Meepo only has 9 CS versus the 31 of the Slardar. Literally just getting experience here at the moment.
Yeah, I think you're right. If we saw this Meepo jungling, then he could be bringing a level advantage to bear. Whereas right now, this guy just sat in the trees here. He isn't really achieving very much.
Or if he had 2, he could use poof to farm, and you can pretty much guarantee yourself all the last hits. Or the majority of them.
11 in a 1v1 lane isn't really what you want to see at 7 minutes. Particularly when you have a reasonably powerful spell to last hit with.
Still very evenly at the moment. Smony's got to be careful. He's got to try and go on the Zeus, but fraction charges up. Doesn't want to take too many tower hits. Could go down, but meanwhile, top lane, Morphling gets the Crystal Maiden. One action mid, and we're going to see action as bottom lane. It's going to actually, here comes the Meepo. Going to go for the poof spam onto the Witch Doctor. They're going to be able to find this kill. Looks like they will. However, Gary Saurus going after Gabriel Angelos. He throws out the nuke. Morphling, morph strengthening, but it's not going to be enough. 2 dead. Are they going to be able to find the 3rd on the Bane? The right click's coming in. Poof coming up, pull down just a second. Thunder God's Wrath will finish off the Shadow Shaman, but it's a 3 for 1 in the end. Would have been 3 for nothing if Zeus wasn't there to help his team out.
The creep got a nice little D ward for them here as well, so it's all kind of paid off. That was really good, actually. I mean, that's the power of the Meepo. It doesn't really matter if he's not getting last hits. If he hits even 2 poofs is what 560 magic damage just off the bat, and that's a lot of damage at 8 minutes. Really, that's relative say the Zeus. He's only hitting for 350 with his Thunderbolts, so it's coming on for a 1.5 Thunderbolts, just straight up. Very cheap as well.
Yeah, he looked to wrap around behind the Zeus. I think he could have killed him, to be honest, if he used the Psionic Trap. There's no, this like what does Zeus do, right? You get slowed and then he hopes for TP rotations. Yeah, probably with a Meld Strike, 3-4 hits maybe to kill off the Zeus.
Yeah, I would have said so. He's maybe just feeling a bit cautious. Yeah, I think this Midas on the Void, no boots Midas. I think he's feeling a little bit of pressure. That's really playing for the late game there. I mean, the TA is going to have to do some work in the next 15 minutes to keep them in before that Void comes online in a big way.
Last's going to bounce around, hit the Faceless Void, he jumps back. I think there's 2 supports now, but not going to lead to anything. I mean, if you think about it, right, so I actually quite like the Midas on the Faceless Void in this situation, because if you're playing him as a position 1 hero, like, or no, not going to use it. He's not a hero that farms very quickly. And you don't want to go, like, Battle Fury these days. Maybe you could go Maelstrom, which helps you farm a bit, but it gives you the levels.
Maelstrom would, yeah, I mean, the levels are really important, obviously. I think the build that I've seen pros do when they're playing position 1 is kind of go reasonably fast Radiance. Obviously, he's very hard to kill, and it kind of works. It can work quite well if you get it reasonably early.
Yeah. That's what
I'm not sure how successful it's been though. Yeah, I know certainly when I've seen Malini play it a couple of times, and he goes for the fast Radiance. I'm not sure if this Slardar saw the TA come down here, but he's done quite well to react and get under his tower. Dodged a gank that would have probably killed him.
Call of missing was made. But I want to go back to the Midas on the Void. Also, if you think about it, Meepo takes so much farm away from the map, and TA does a pretty good job of that as well.
He does in theory, but you have to remember the second Meepo is currently sat in the tree. So true. At the moment, he's not really absorbing the space as you might like. It can be good. The problem, I think, is, it takes... Was that you or me?
I didn't hear anything. You're talking
okay,
about
that's mine. Wait a second.
Void does have the Chronosphere. Shadow Shaman close to that level 6. No Freezing Field on the Crystal Mania. It's level 4. He's gonna look to try and go for this kill on the Zeus. He could. He needs to put down a trap though if he's gonna do it. Besides, oh, there we go. He's finally gonna go for it, but Zeus is now back onto the tower. The TP support is gonna come in. Timoni's just gonna run away. A little bit delayed on the Psionic Trap. Sun God's Wrath. Not gonna be enough to finish off Smody, but if Bane can get in range for that Brain Zap, but there's the refraction charges. Now Bane's got to be careful diving onto the tower. Maybe we're going to see Smody turn. He melds. And then we're not going to go any further. As we've got some funky noises coming from Azrael. Morphling doing 50 CS. Not too bad. Yeah, so we're 12 minutes in and net worth favouring Raptor Attack UK by 2k. Experience 1k, so it's really not that much at the moment. And he's got to be careful here. Okay! Zeus just goes with a Thunderbolt, and it must have just been on the right amount of damage, because I don't know if Zeus had, if refraction charges were up then, but he just died to a lightning bolt.
Apologies that my headphones were kind of malfunctioning.
That's right.
Oh, the TA died. Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, it was a bit strange. And now a Nightmare onto the Shadow Shaman. They're going to try and go for this. Meepo is going to come in, but Shadow Shaman takes so much damage from the Lightning Bolt. Now Witch Doctor in Dave's position. One more proof. Should be able to do it, but not be able to quite find it. And with no levels on Geostrike, there's no damage over time. Your headphones going crazy again.
Yeah.
I really hope this Faceless Void isn't going for Battle Fury. Because he's currently got a Ring of Health. Let's see what else it builds into. I see it Vanguard? Vanguard Radiance, maybe? I think Vanguard Radiance is fairly popular. I think that's the Wagga build. Vanguard Radiance, someone else, Ags or something. Can't remember. Now Zeus has got an Invis rune, level 2 level 2 Thunder God's Wrath, level 11, meaning he's got a lot of extra damage, and he's gonna sat behind this T1 tower on the dire side. See if he can find a pick off somewhere. If he can get like he's a bit low on mana, so he's got arcade boots coming off in 1 second as Void jumps away. He used the see when he used the Chronosphere actually. On cooldown, so he must have done. And there's the Fiend Script onto Faceless Void now, the waveform forward. They're going to try and bring him down in time. They do. The Thunder God's Wrath, the Serpent Ward's put down as well. Witch Doctor trying to lock down the Witch Doctor there. It's just not going to hope happen. It's 3 death from YNS. In fact, no chance for Smony's coming in. He's too low. And the Meepo, he's got 3 of them, but is he going to go in here? Well, I'm just keeping an eye on Smony here as he's farming up the Ancients, but he's got very low. Got to wait for that refraction to come back up again. Net onto the Morphling. Second net is going to miss as he waveforms forward. And the third one just a little bit short. This is a level 4 Earthbind, so 1,250 range. Could have thrown it out a bit further. Void has gone for a Perseverance. Okay. I have a feeling yeah?
Yeah, the Void Battle Fury no boots rush is what I wanted to talk about. I think this is where maybe the Midas gets a little greedy.
Like, go for one or the other. I'm down with that, but to get both is just stupid, I think. Especially as they've got no, like, maybe if they had something like I don't know, a Magnus or a Darkseer that would group them up and then he could make use of the Battle Fury outside of farming. But in this situation, I don't think it's really gonna pay off.
Is there anything else you can make with this Perseverance? Maybe he's next leveling us here and he's got some master plan. Where is he?
I thought he was gonna go for Vanguard Radiance build, but
maybe he's just going straight refresher, you know, for the double chrono.
I've seen Wraith Kings go first item refresher.
That's like the slasher build, right? I think that was one of the ones he went for. Yeah, I think his Wraith King build was, you know, was refresher, Boxering Core, Ags, Radiance. You basically just can't die.
Well, this could be good careful here. He really wants to go for the kill. Yeah, top lane. He's gonna
maybe overcommitted.
Jumps out. He's fine.
That's very close.
And now Witch Doctor. Whoa! TA comes in with the Meld Strike. That's a lot of damage. Even this early on, and now the net is going to connect. He's going to wait for him. Not very far though. He's going to not get caught out by the net. Ooh, just played a little bit too short there. Could have committed,
I think, there maybe.
He got that second net, definitely.
I don't know if you noticed, but both the Shadow Shaman and the CM got away with about 15 HP after that Zeus ulti.
Yeah.
He's got to be kicking himself. He has the Ether Lens. Oh, I was going to say, if he didn't have an Ether Lens, that would have been a sweet double kill. So, not sure there's double the Robe of the Magi.
Oh, Smony's in some trouble now.
Got to be a kill
the
on
newly purchased Blink Dagger. They're going to even commit the Fiend Script for this. Might as well. I guess it's not like the biggest cooldown. Dominating streak now for Zeus as he's 4-0-2.
He's doing really well. If we see him go into that Veil soon, which he's got the Null Talisman for, he could put out a lot of damage. He's going to be really hard to deal with for this CM and Shadow Shaman, who are both on quite low health. You might want to think about grabbing a Bracer on both those guys just to tank them up a little bit. Or maybe a Glimmercate, but they're both very poor, I think. Might be a bit difficult to get that far. Yeah, 1,500 net worth for both of them. Not very much.
Bottom lane, are they looking to get aggressive here? Crystal Maiden moves on forward, gets to slow, but I thought with Smony coming in, they were looking to go for more, but... What are you giggling at?
I'm just reading the Twitch chat.
Me too. So funny. So Lincoln's nearly completed for Morphling, just the recipe now. So it's about 1,000 gold. TA's got to be careful here, because Slara does have that Blink Dagger. In fact, he's got Armlet as well. So Armlet, but in comes the the Meepo. Gets the net once again onto Morphling. There's the Nightmare
I do like
onto
the
Smony.
confidence in the Morphling here. He's not morphing to strength. He feels that his damage is going to do the work. Oh, and it does, actually. That's a kill straight up on the scene.
Are they going to be able to find a third? That's a lot of damage on Slardo as he gets shackles underneath the Serpent Ward. So 1-4 at the moment, but here comes the Zeus. Hitting so hard with an Arcane Rune of all
I think
runes.
he just fed all that Morphling. Overcommitted, I think.
2 for 2 now. Smony, he's got to be careful here. There's going to be Cask. Cask going to come through. They're going to go through the Cask on TA and the Brain Sap. Witch Doctor Ultimate used as a taunt.
Shadow Shaman runs away with his head, like his head down. He's depressed after just seeing that display by the Witch Doctor. You can't really do anything to that. And they're going to pick off these wards here for some extra gold as well. That'll be nice.
Yeah. So TA's got the Deso. Hopefully goes for a Blink next. Okay, what's this Void gone for? He has indeed gone for a Battle Fury. You know, maybe
Is it coming out?
Yeah, it's coming out.
That's actually, you know, not the worst timing, keeping in mind the Midas, right?
Yeah.
That's
if you like, say he went Maelstrom.
If you take 7 minutes off for the Midas, then that's actually a 13-minute Battle Fury. I think he could do okay with this.
Yeah, but like,
I would really want to see Boots though. I mean, he's running around very slowly right now. That Morphling can just walk away from him.
What's he done in this game so far? He's not 1 and 4, so I guess he's got some assists somewhere.
He is second in the net worth chart, so he, you know.
Yeah, I know, but like, say he's got pretty decent farm. Say he went Midas, he could now have a Maelstrom and like a Mom, or Maelstrom treads by this stage, and then he could actually output some damage.
So he's got 7k. Well, he could have that Midas. He could have that Radiance we talked actually.
Yeah, so it's
and power treads and some more.
This doesn't make sense to me. Is TA is going to get picked off by the T1 tower in the mid lane on the Radiant side. Yeah. So I'm strongly against this Faceless Void build, but if you know, maybe it'll pay off. Maybe it's just going to get super farmed, but I still think he could be super farmed and be able to fight without the Battle Fury.
One of the things I see a lot in my games is that teams fail to push, and actually we're kind of witnessing it now, right? Both teams still have all their tier 1s up at 21 minutes, which is very late. So playing for a 70-minute game can really pay off. If he gets, you know, 6 slotted at 55 minutes, say, and the other team is still not 6 slotted, he could maybe just kill them all. That might be what he's playing for. I would. See, they've got 5 mid and they're still pretty casual about pushing this tower here.
That was going to be deployed defensively now. The Carrysaurus out of the range of them now. We've got to be careful though. Not going to get hexed up because of the Lincolns. In fact, it wasn't a link. It was an ether shock in the end. Cast bouncing around now is going to help against this Meepo. They lock down the Witch Doctor. He tries for the ultimate. Going to have a bit of big stun coming in now from the that was the Slaughter ultimate coming out now from the Crystal Mail. Let it go, doing a fair bit of damage, and there's the Chronosphere, but Faceless Void can't do anything. He's nightmared up. They get the stun on the Zeus in the form of the Frostbite, and they're going to try and right-click him down now, but Faceless Void, he's got no boots. He just can't run after the Zeus. Now with a Thunder God's Wrath, he gets blown up. Max static field as well. Everyone dead from Yange and Sasha 2.0.
I think he might have been praying for a backtrack there, not realizing that it no longer works on the new Void. It's like he needs a. Well, he needs boots for one thing, but he needs a BKB up really to be able to deal with this Zeus. He can't. Just a couple. I'm not sure what his health pool is, obviously, with the respawn timer being up, but I'm pretty sure just 2 thunderbolts is enough to kill him. Certainly with the lightning bolts. Sorry, with the Thunder God's Wrath coming in as well, I don't think he can survive that.
That Slaughter with a massive Blink Crush as well.
That's a lot of net worth on the Zeus. He could have actually almost got his Octarine Core there if he wanted to.
Thinking of a Blink Crush.
That was nice.
Destruction. Unfortunately, Smony is nowhere near his Blink Dagger. Raptor Attack UK, a 7.5k net worth ahead of Yange and Sasha. So, what can he do? He gets nets on the creeps, gets a net on the Morphling. Morphling's got 3 seconds. He jumps out, and now the Witch Doctor throws out the cast, but he's going to get trapped out. There's too many moves to do it. There's a Slithering Crush. The Witch Doctor ultimate is doing so much work here. He gets a triple kill with it. He will die to the Serpent Wards. But still.
Oh, he was so. I think if he switched heal on, he might have been able to walk away from that as well. Would be impressive. Like,
who needs that? As Gary so is trying to deny. He's just gonna fight Faceless Void. Faceless Void, you're gonna need to time warp, but the bashes do come in. He's still pretty low here, but with the time dilation, there's no waveform for now, and Morphling's very slow because all 3 spells are
switching
on cooldown.
He's not switching to strength. Oh, I'm not sure about that. The chrono to run away. Yeah.
Well, he was dead otherwise, so I guess you gotta keep that net worth up. Wants to be able to continue farming.
That's true. That's true.
Is he not just, is he forgotten about boots, or is he deliberately not going for boots? Because he's got 2,800 gold now.
The worst bit is the power treads. I think is like the most cash efficient attack speed in the game, apart from like Moonshot, right?
Good, yeah.
He could be outputting a lot more damage if he just bought those power treads.
And if farming's the aim of the game, you can farm so much quicker with treads as well.
Yeah, and bonus mana for more time walks.
I'm not expecting tread switching.
Maybe that might be a bit too far.
It's a bit harsh.
Come on, use your Midas. Use your Midas. Use your Midas. Oh, he doesn't fancy it.
Inefficiency. Go on. Okay, he's just gone straight for the Hyperstone. He's going all late game here. There we go.
I think this Meepo might want to run away. He's thinking about it. He's not quite sure.
Being stripped there on the right hand side on the Shadow Shaman, not even going to bother with the Slardar Bash, doesn't need to, gets the kill there, but he does have a blink up in a few seconds. Turn on that omelet of yours so you get extra damage. The Witch Doctor is bouncing around, going to hit on the Meepo, and Thunder God's Wrath. Monster kill streak for Loxotica now, 8-0-9.
I think they might have just created enough space to take the tier 1 mid though, which will put some extra money in the TA's hands and might get him close to that blink.
Bane go for
that could be a kill on the could be a kill on the Bane actually if they go for this.
They are TA going to throw out the right clicks to jump forward from the Faceless Void, but the double Slitherine from the Slardar. He gets the bashes, so much damage coming in now. Will amplify damage up in 1 more second, but TA is going to be nightmared up. They need to get the vision on her. They're going to go for the crush. The amp damage. Okay, he doesn't need to. Overrated spell. Okay, Sentry Ward goes down. Bit of a waste of a Sentry considering he could have just amp damage, but they get the kill in the end. Doesn't really matter. And this Slardar is 4-1-11. He can go.
He's doing a lot of work off the off lane. He's even on net worth with the Midas Battle Fury Void.
Yeah, and he's doing so much more work.
Yeah, that's true.
His Faceless Void is just tilting me. So he went for Hyperstone, has now got a Mithril Hammer. I guess he's like, okay, actually I need a BKB, guys.
I will bet. I'll bet. Oh, we can't tip or anything. I'll bet a rare that he's going straight into the Maelstrom.
Oh yeah,
like that's
of course. Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna match you on that bet. Plus side, Faceless Void illusion is slow. Because it too has no boots.
That's maybe the counter. That's what they're going for here. Like, he's making the Morphling weaker by not buying boots. I think it could be the play.
My carry is, yeah. There's no point morphing my carry just because he can only farm, and there's no point farming with the replica.
Maybe that's the same reason he didn't go Radiance, actually. You don't want the Radiance when the Morphling can just steal it. Yeah, he's done me, actually. I didn't think about that till just now.
He is actually going to go for the Mjolnir as well. Got the Gloves of Haste. Only a recipe away now. Well, 2 recipes, I guess.
He's pretty close. He's going to output a lot of spread damage. If he gets a 5-man chrono, that will be a team wipe. But that's asking quite a lot. Certainly without a blink. It's confident, I think, might be the the term I would use.
EA's moved into the Roshan pit with the Death Soap plus the Meld Strike. Does output a lot of damage, but getting bashed is kind of hurting her at the moment. Other refraction charges, more Meld Strike, damage. I should be able to just about solo this up, I think. Especially with some efficient bottle usage and the fact that there's a regen rune in the bottom lane. Bottom rune spot even. Let's go and check that. This is pretty sneaky. I like this a lot.
And she can just go straight out and grab this regen rune whenever she feels like it as well, and then just go straight back in. So actually, I think this is...
She must have passed it actually when going in. Oh, the bash!
Oh,
the bash!
Oh,
the,
no.
Oh, the refraction charge comes up. He's gonna come out.
The regen rune.
Like, thank you very much. I'll finish off Roshan. Please go finish Roshan. Yeah, there we go, Smony. Can take down, but meanwhile, Raptor attack UK are grouping up in the top lane. That's 5. Might try and take another objective, but there we go. TA gets the Roshan. Ages in hand now. An extra life.
And the while this has been happening, the Radiant haven't really achieved very much. They've all stood kind of looking at this, saying that the Morphling absolutely lights up that Crystal Maid.
Oh, look at this Witch Doctor ultimate go. It's gonna kill the Meepo before he can finish off that Morphling who did more strength. So 3 dead straight away on YNS's side. Once again, Serpent Wards deployed very defensively, right next to the tower. It should be able to kill
I would have
himself
liked
pretty
to,
quickly.
if he had a TP on Simone there, he could have come in. Might have turned that fight around a little bit. Same with the Void actually, who doesn't have a TP but does have a finished Miona or Maelstrom, whichever the bigger one is.
Miona.
So this could be the moment. This could be the comeback right here. What's the net worth advantage at the moment?
12k. And 15k experience. The T2 tower on the top lane is only going to increase the net worth advantage. He's got that blink. Faceless Void has on the courier, got his Mjolnir coming out, so you know, this there's possibilities.
I'm quite excited about this actually. I'm really expecting a big chrono. It gets that chrono, that freezing field, and that Miona. That'll be big. And then they can just go straight, push down towers with the Serpent Wards. They're actually only 8-1s, one single tier 2 behind actually for all the net worth deficit or advantage that the Radiant have. So they're holding on quite nicely.
This Zeus is stacked though. Blink, Ether Lens, Veil, Ags. Needs an Octarine now.
Yeah.
Octarine refresher.
Fairly sure we're going to see the refresher straight out, like, rather than go for the Octarine core.
I feel like if you go Ags, then you kind of probably go go for the refresher. Smony going to try and grab this DD. Who's he going to go on? It's the Zeus who grabs it. TA's going to try and throw what right click damage he can. He has the Zeus refraction charges. There's no mana on Zeus.
That's nice.
Zeus, look how tanky he is. 1900 gold because of the Veil and the Ags. 1900 hit points even.
Has only got 7 armor. TA with a Meld Strike is going to put him down very low. But still, that is a large health pool to get through. Like, he definitely needs to be pinned down. You need that Chrono or the Shackle holding him in place.
He's the tankiest hero on their team.
Wow. That's quite impressive, actually. The Slardar's not close. The
Slardar's
Slardar has 31 armor, though.
And
so,
he does have his armor as well, which will probably bring him up to, what how much HP? It's like 350, 400 HP or something. Plus 25 strength, so what's that, 250 HP?
Yeah... No, more. It's more like 500, right? Yeah, he's up to 2200 with that.
I don't know stats. As TA died the first time, now gonna get Fiend Script up, bashed up, and it's gonna be Zippo to get that kill. And whoa! Slardar gets another kill there. Like
that was too quick.
2-shot or something.
I think that was a 1-shot, maybe.
Yes. Morphling's now got the E-Blade. Speaking of 1-shots, that shotgun. Gotta watch out for that. Squishy heroes like the Crystal Maiden, the Shadow Shaman. All very squishy heroes. Turn into ethereal nothingness. Void going for crit now.
He's got the brown boots though. I think maybe he heard us.
Yes.
He heard us on the cast.
You can
He's
go,
realized
you can go BOTs now.
That's true, actually. I mean, maybe the greed will pay off. The efficiency there of not having to buy power treads saves 600 gold. Oof.
Slight misplay from
That
the Morphling there. Not Morphling, the Meepo.
No. Now he's got the E-Blade, he's going to be very tough to deal with. He does a lot of damage right now.
Yeah.
So nuke damage is, I think it's 600 plus the wave. He does easily enough to kill any of their heroes, I think, in a straight nuke. But he might have killed himself here. Is he going to commit the chrono for this? He is.
Strength treads. Okay, lots of damage from Rex there.
That was big, actually. 1,260 gold. I mean, that's pushed the Void up to pretty much the top of the net worth charts, just that single kill. That was huge.
Yeah. Oof. But,
I mean,
they got to defend high ground now. They lose a team fight, they're going to lose a base. Or one set of access.
the issue with that having Ags, it's on a 100-second cooldown now, the chrono. So if he commits it just for a one-man chrono on the Morphling, they could fight 4-on-5 with the net worth advantage, I think.
Yeah, but
They
why
have a lot of
risk it?
team fight ultis as well.
Well, oh, Smody, he's been seen. He tried to be sneaky, never Sentry Wards. Being scripted up once again. He's going to be brought down, and in comes the... Okay, Faceless Void going to try and go for this, but he's been amp damaged up now. Nightmared up. The cast... Oh, plus the ultimate from the Witch Doctor. It's so much damage. It's doing so much work. 2 dead. Make it 3. Make it 4. Where's the 5th? It's the Void. He's now running himself away, but he's got to worry about the Blink Dagger coming off cooldown in 1 second. Faceless Void can jump if he needs to. Oh, the stun, it misses. The jump forward from the Faceless Void is going to be enough as Zeus looking to chase... Doesn't quite have the refresher yet. So.
It's just too much, I think, without the chrono. There's no way of dealing with any of these guys, really. They're all too squishy. The Crystal Maidens finally got into a Glimmer Cape, but I think it's a little bit late here at 36 minutes. The Shadow Shaman doesn't have anything really to make it beefier. I would really want to see a drums or something, guys, just to make them a little bit tankier. They're both south. I mean, the Crystal Maiden has 750 HP, which really isn't enough right now. And there's that huge nuke from the Morphling.
Long range shackles with the ether lens, but Morphling's just like, whatever. You've got no follow up for it. No buyback on the Void, so we're going to see the mid set of Rex going to go crumbling to the ground now. As the blink on forward for Solid. Double, actually, is that triple Slithering Crush? And now the triple waveform. Smony, the only one left alive. He's going to get destroyed. Actually, saved by the Nightmare for now. The stun's going to come through. It's just it's just Meepo against the world. Only 4 versus 5 heroes, I guess. But now the bashes, are they going to come through? Doesn't quite work out. Aslada goes with the Slithering Crush. There's the bashes. So much physical damage with the amp damage, the AC. Now the MKB finished up. I think
it was
YNS...
nearly the micro he needed there, running one of those Morphlings away, but I think it was just on the edge of the slither. It did enough. Yeah, just to take him down.
Okay, that's going to go for the T4s now. No buybacks on YNS.
This could be game. They need 16 seconds. There's no fortify.
They can create enough noise for this Faceless Void to come in. In fact, speaking of noise, that's going to be the Crystal Maiden channeling her ultimate underneath the invisibility of Glimmer Cape. But she's going to get Fiend script up once again.
This is the moment the Void's been waiting for.
Here we go. Here we go. They're all grouped up. Go for the Chronosphere.
Chrono.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, okay. Okay, GG, well played, guys. This was an interesting game, I'm not gonna lie. It was very much lots of fun to cast.
Yeah, it was good. I really enjoyed that. I think maybe the Void got a little bit away with his greed build. If he'd maybe gone for something a little bit earlier game, then they might have been able to get through. But the Zeus just put out way too much damage. I mean, he didn't even die that game. He got way too big, I think.
Yeah, the Zeus got too much. Morphling got a lot of farm. I think their lanes were just much stronger anyway. And I'm not sure the Meepo needs to do more. Like, he always kept one Meepo safe. Like, at least just like stack with it, do some jungling maybe. Or keep it with you.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like looking back at his previous games, he has a high win rate. But that didn't look to me like a guy who was particularly confident in his Meepo. Like he wasn't he wasn't using the ability to be in two places at once, really. Maybe if we'd seen a bit more of that, then it might have worked out better as a pick. It didn't feel like the unstoppable force you sometimes see Meepos being, particularly when they're uncountered. So it was a bit of a difficult game, I think.
But well played to Raptor Attack UK. They take their victory over Yange and Sasha. So I think I can't remember what games there are left to play now. There's a couple of tryhard games left to play. Hopefully they'll be played this weekend, and maybe one other scrub game. I think. Not sure what's going on with that, but
I don't know. We had a couple of games get delayed, right, from yesterday, I think.
yeah, there's one meant to be played today at 8 as well, but that got delayed.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
I'm not really sure. I've been busy building.
Yeah, it's tough, man. The new PC, it's exciting times.
I think
It held together for an entire game.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Nothing blew up. I was able to buff it up to 60 FPS.
Very nice, very
High
nice.
bit rate as well, so I hope you guys appreciated that. But okay, that's gonna be it. I hope everyone has a good night, and once again, of course, thank you, Azrael, for joining me.
Thanks very much for letting me cast with you, man. It was I really enjoyed it.
That was a good game. But yeah, have a good night, guys, and also have a good weekend.
Cheers.